It was 1989. My dad used to pick me up every day in his old pickup truck. I always looked forward to those rides. It wasn't just the time with him, which in hindsight was so meaningful. It was the rhythm of the routine, the comfort of familiarity. And every single day as we drove through town, we passed this store with a sun faded Spider Man standee in the window. Just standing there, weather worn, colors dull, but something about it pulled at me. I didn't know what the store was at first, but that Spider Man made me curious. What was this place? It turned out it was a little spot called Port Comics and Cards. Now, like a lot of kids from my generation, I was introduced to superheroes through television. Super Friends, The Incredible Hulk, both the cartoon and live action version, and Spider Man and his amazing friends. But this was different. I was seeing superheroes in a store, a real place. I didn't go in for months, but every day we passed, that Spider Man called to me. Eventually, curiosity got the better of me. When I finally stepped inside, the first thing that hit me wasn't the sight, it was the smell. That musky scent of comic paper, cardboard, dust, maybe even a little mold. The place was dimly lit, but there was something comforting about it. It felt like home. I wandered in, eyes wide. I was drawn straight to the limited rack of action figures, but there was so much more. Statues, posters, trading cards, role playing books, long boxes full of back issues lined the left wall. Behind the register, inside a glass case, were the Holy Grails, rare issues sealed in plastic, glowing like treasure. New releases sat neatly stacked to the right. My first purchase, Hulk number 289 and Amazing Spider-Man number 263. I didn't know much. I probably just grabbed what felt familiar. The owners were this older couple. At least they seemed older to me, like grandparents, but they were probably only in their 40s, and people aged differently back then. They were kind, patient, and helpful. They suggested Secret Wars, a perfect entry point into the Marvel Universe. They taught me about pull lists, bags, and boards. I remember my first big comic book splurge, Secret Wars number 8, $12. That was insane to me, but I had to have it. I needed to complete the set. That issue still hangs on my wall today, framed like a memory frozen in time. I spent hours in that shop digging through long boxes, listening to stories about how Kirby was king, how Ditko and Conway were legends, how Jim Shooter was a jerk but got the books out on time. They told me Shooter was the reason comic shops like this one even existed. I heard arguments about whether McFarlane and Lee were saving comics or ruining them, and how hologram covers were the end of everything. I remember standing in line for the death of Superman. I remember hearing whispers about this weird new book called Spawn. I remember Wizard Magazine and Marvel Masterpieces cards. By 1995, I had built up quite the collection. But then something changed. Superman died, Batman got his back broken. Hal Jordan went crazy, Wolverine lost his adamantium. The Clone Saga broke me. I was done. Just like that, collecting stopped. The magic faded. These days, I still follow comics, but more as a casual observer. The fire isn't gone. It's just quieter. The dream of comics paying for college is long gone. And honestly, I'm okay with that. Because what I got out of those years was so much more. I left a piece of my heart in 1989. And honestly, I think that's where it belongs.